Hello, everybody. Oof. So, same story, different day, I guess. Hopefully, we have fixed the issue. Goodness gracious. Welcome back, everybody, though. We have a fabulous men's pro double match coming up next. We wanted to just get back online and make sure everything was okay. We'll let you guys know it is going to be John Cincola and Rafa Hewitt taking on Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery. Hope I got that right. I feel like I maybe mixed up some of the teams, but I think I'm good. That is going to be next here on Championship Court number 1, so stay tuned, guys. Yes, correct. The Robs are taking on John Cincola and Rafa Hewitt. So Rob Nunnery, Rob Cassidy, they're going to be up next here on Championship Court 1. Don't go anywhere, guys. That is coming up momentarily. All right, everybody. We're back. We're online. Beautiful sunshiny day. We got 4 amazing gentlemen here on the court ready to go, getting warmed up. Coming up next, we have Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery. They're taking on Rafa Hewitt and John Cincola. While they're warming up, we'll just do a quick little run through here. So, Dom, you want to start us off with the Robs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's me, Chuck.
So first off, we have Rob Cassidy. Resides in Rochester, New York, or from Rochester, New York.
Currently, he's nowhere. He is a nomad
He
that
is a
wanders where his heart takes
He
him.
really does, teaching pickleball to anyone and everyone. 5'10", men's doubles record of 12-6, mixed 8-6, singles is 4-4. His UTPR is 5.594, and he currently stands at number 19 in the APP standings.
Excellent.
And his partner is none other than Rob Nunnery from Austin, Texas. Currently moved to back to Texas. 6 foot, men's double 16-8, mixed 10-6, singles 2-2. Number 16 in the APP standings with a 5.549 UTPR.
Yes, we're just about to get kicked off here, so we will check back in and give you guys some stats on Rafa Hewitt and John Cincola when we have another little break. But we're about to get going, so we don't want to miss any of the action. Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery are going to be receiving serve from Rafa Hewitt and John Cincola. Game 1 starting us off here, 0-0-2.
So this match, I'm anticipating might be one of our longer matches of the day. I'm just saying it right now. All 4 of these guys are grinders. They're going to grind out some points, wait for an opportunity. Just like that. Some grip and rip.
Oh, yeah. I'm also expecting some unbelievable rallies and gets and me sort of gasping on the microphone in shock.
And we have Rob Cassidy on court, so I am expecting blood.
Oh, yes. If Rob doesn't leave a match bleeding, he didn't give it his all.
Correct. Nice job there from Rafa Hewitt, jumping that sideline.
0-2-2, Nunnery serving.
Nice little attack there from Rafa Hewitt from a very low position. The key is he doesn't try and hit that too hard and just rolls that at the body of Nunnery for the side out. Wow, that is some great coverage from Rob Nunnery, picking up his teammate Cassidy when he went for the Ernie. Covers the court very well. We end up with this.
Three, 0-2. John Cincola's backhand cross-court dink reminds me very much of Corinne Carr's. Like the motion, he gets so low and just kind of scoops under it so smoothly. 4-0-2. Stretching an early lead here in game 1.
That's a great counter from Rafa Hewitt off the drive from Rob Nunnery. And we got a 5-0 lead for Sincola and Hewitt. This is not how I expected this one to start at all.
You'll also notice, why don't we, here, let's talk about this team briefly here during this Jigsaw hydration break. We have John Sincola, who hails out of Moline, Illinois. He's currently a tennis pro, pickleball pro instructor in Crystal Lake, Illinois. Team Engage, 40 years old, so he's on the higher end of the pro ages, but at 6 feet. He's got a 9-6 men's record, 8-8 in mixed, and 11-6 in singles, number 12 on our standings list. And he, of course, is playing with Rafa Hewitt, who is from Florida, currently in Idaho. And let's get back to the action. We'll chat a little bit more about Rafa in a moment. Oh.
Great hand battle there from Cassidy and Hewitt. Cassidy coming out on top of that. A little come on. Maybe a little something they needed right there to get going here for Rob and Rob. It's just a little too low there, I think, for Nunnery to be attacking that ball. Hewitt, a big boy on the other side, standing tall, able to hit down on that ball.
Just wide there. Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery actually just partnered up at the U.S. Open a couple weeks ago. I know the pros played a lot of different divisions, so I'm not sure how many they played together, but I know they played at least one.
Played some money ball before that. That's he got away with it. He would dump that in the net, but I just didn't see that one ending well.
You'll also notice John Sincola has adapted a bit of a Navertil serve. They do practice together a lot in Illinois and Wisconsin. Practice partners play a lot of singles and doubles together, so makes sense he would have gotten a little influence on the serve.
Why not, right?
1-6-2.
Nice.
Wow. That, everyone saw Cassidy, right? Get that ball? That's the thing, is like to be able to mentally understand that, like, because that wasn't an Ernie necessarily. He just had to like stop himself from going in the kitchen. And to be like fully aware of what you need to do and recover from it. That was fun.
So it's almost it's a cat and mouse game that Nunnery plays, and when he dropped that ball just over the kitchen off the net, Sincola has to come in and get it. Cassidy charges the net almost as an intimidation.
He did.
Missed the easy one. Gets the hard one, missed the easy one. Happens all the time.
Well, they put a couple points on the board. 6-3-1.
Cut that lead in half. Wow, Sincola just mishit it, hits it off the frame of the paddle, but he was there.
7-3-2 here in game one.
Oh, another frame job there from Hewitt now. 2 balls that Hewitt and Sincola will typically not miss.
Almost seemed like he just took his eyes off the ball for just a moment.
Not on that one.
Well, like you said, it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. Great shot there from Rafa Hewitt, jumping that sideline. And a good hold. Hewitt ready for that flip shot there from Nunnery.
Dialed in. Surprised we haven't seen a timeout here from Cassidy or Nunnery.
And they used one at 6-0 and haven't used one since. That's a good shot by Nunnery at the feet of Hewitt. You want to neutralize him coming in and ripping balls. Get that ball down at his knees to ankles. Right there again, same thing. So you want to neutralize him, get that ball down.
Nunnery calls that out. It is hard when you're the team on the other side that's far away, because from your angle, it might look like it hits the line, and then the person on top of it, sees it differently. But it was very close regardless. Eight, 4-1.
Good try to reset there from Sincolo. Just a little too much from Cassidy. Wow, great job. Good defense from Sincola on the other side, but just a little too much from Nunnery on the overheads.
I mean, sometimes, too, the credit to Nunnery, sometimes when you just can't seem to put it away and it keeps coming back, you can, make a mistake because you start to try too much. But he just stayed steady with it and ultimately got the job done.
That's a good finish and a cleanup by Rob Cassidy, set up by partner Rob Nunnery.
And it is 5-8-1. Inching their way closer.
A little overzealous.
It was a very short return. So, of course, I think Nunnery wanted to attack that more aggressively, but a little too aggressively.
That's a great shake and bake from Sincola and Hewitt. Hewitt with the put away, 2 points away from this first game. Just catching that sideline as Hewitt's cross-court dink off the tape.
All right, 10-5. First game point here for Hewitt and Sincola.
You hear Sincola go, oh, it's there. But just a little too much on the forehand flip. Great point. Some great gets there from Johnson. Cola all over the court there. But Cassidy and Nunnery hold off the first game point.
Cassidy decided he was going to be playing that point exclusively and said, Nunnery, please excuse me. Ooh.
7-10.
Wow. Great job by Nunnery picking up even just a couple of those. Hewitt was a machine. And back to a game point here for Hewitt and Cincola. Let's see if Nunnery and Cassidy can hold them off one more time. And that'll be game one. An excellent job by Cassidy and Nunnery, however, closing the gap there and definitely making it a little more interesting, but ultimately game one going to Johnson Cola and Rafa Hewitt. We are going to take a very quick sponsored break, and we'll be right back for game two. All right, we're back here. About to kick off game two. Our teams have switched ends. Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery serving now to Rafa Hewitt and John Cincola. Quick side out there. It's going to be Rafa Hewitt serving here, 0-0-1.
Nice little two-hand
Nice
backhand
spot
flip
too, right
from
at that shoulder area on Cincola. Quick side out there. Cassidy and Nunnery are going to hope to get out to a lead here early and stay there.
Great jump by Nunnery. Wasn't able to get as much on it as he wanted, but he got enough on it to cause Hewitt to miss-hit that and hit that out. So that's the height that Nunnery needs that to hit that little roll he has. Couple in the first game, he was hitting from too low of a spot right there. That was about knee height. Perfect spot for him to hit that shot.
All right, Cassidy and Nunnery managed to get on the board first. Hewitt and Cincola looking to answer here, 0-2-1. Nice job by Nunnery keeping Sincola back there. Those deep shots.
Great drive there from Johnson Cola, keeping that ball nice and low, unattackable on the other side of the net. Good hands over there from DJ Young on the sideline, catching that out ball.
I think we're going to be seeing him on center court in a couple matches here.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. Love watching him play.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, Cassidy is on the ground,
Right.
so
Blood or no blood, still don't know.
1-2-1. We're in game 2.
Great hands from Rob Cassidy there on the flip from Johnson Cola. All over it and ready to go.
Two, 2-1. Definitely a slower start in terms of the scoreboard here compared to game 1. Good pickups by Sincola there. What? Oh!
Wow. Absolutely incredible point there.
Holy cow.
A lot of jumping across the sideline, kitchen line,
Wow.
everything. A little bit of it all. A little woo-saw from Rob Cassidy. Timeout from Sincola and Hewitt. At
The Robs are getting hot.
5-2, Nunnery and Cassidy up here in game 2.
See a nice little crowd shot over there. We got a good amount of people watching here at Lefferson Park, Middletown, Ohio. If you're in the area, come on down. Watch some of this great pickleball action. You did say this would possibly be a longer match, Dom. We could be looking to go to 3.
There's some long grind out points. There's some quick you know, hand battles. There's a little bit of everything. We got some Ernies, some ATPs, a little bit of it all in this match from all 4 of these players.
All right. Back to the action. Oh, perfect setup that he gave himself.
Mm-hmm.
Little flip from Nunnery that ultimately resulted in a bit of a pop-up.
That's
See right there?
Great replay right there.
Put it away.
Pat on the backside from Cassidy to Nunnery. Nunnery got exactly what he wanted there. Just missed it. He knows it. Not too upset about it because he knows that'll be there again. Okay. Sincola listened on the second time because Hewitt was right. That first one was out. Sincola played it, but leaves the second one.
3-6-1.
That was an exaggerated out.
It was like a yell mixed with a calling the ball out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just mashed them together. Hewitt and Sincola on a bit of a run here. Now just second server. So 4-6-2. Sincola serving.
All right, they got 2 more back there to get within 2 now. Yeah, it's not the bad or not the wrong decision. It just not the right execution from Sincola. Oh, that's all set up from Nunnery on his extremely hard dink to the backhand side at Sincola's feet. Put pressure on with a purpose there. And we got an 8-4 lead. Wow.
Ooh-wee.
Some great hands on both sides again. Cassidy's fired up here in this second game.
I did actually think, John, I saw him over there as well and was waiting to see if the ref saw it also. No one ever thinks they went in the kitchen, though, Tom.
No one's ever been accused and no one's ever been guilty.
Good coverage by Nunnery, but ultimately still Cassidy wasn't able to get on the court.
No, that's a good shot, though, from Nunnery or Cassidy putting on the pressure at 10-4. Absolutely. Why not?
It's a game point here to take it to a game 3. Too low. Too low.
Too low and 2 holds on game point for Hewitt and Sincola.
Bit of a deficit to make up here for Hewitt and Sincola, but a little I formation. Oh, Cassidy's on the floor again.
Down. So the question is, so Nunnery went down, said something, and
Cassidy went down.
I'm sorry, Cassidy
Yep.
went down and said something, and Hewitt was stopping. He's saying he was stopping play when that happened. I think he almost thought that Cassidy got hurt on it. He said something that I cannot say.
Basically, he's asking, is that not a distraction?
Correct. He's looking for a hindrance.
And the ref is saying, part of normal play.
Mm-hmm.
Stopped, explained it to Hewitt, of course. And I love actually what our ref just said. He said, it is distracting, but that doesn't necessarily make it a callable distraction. I'm sure Hewitt's not going to agree with that call. But ultimately, you play on, Dom.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta move on. You gotta set it aside, and even if it's something you don't agree with. Here's game point again for Cassidy and Nunnery.
So I like that timeout. The timeout was taken by Cassidy and Nunnery up 10-4. And so they took the timeout being up just to kind of regroup after Cassidy went down, and pays off. They win 11-4.
And ultimately, you just saw Cassidy and Hewitt kind of, tap paddles, do a little, Of course, Cassidy didn't mean anything intentionally.
No.
He knows that, it did distract Hewitt, but ultimately,
Yeah, they're
rules
talking
are
about
rules
it.
and calls are calls, so...
They're talking about it right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's all course of, sports and play and sportsmanship and all that. So, at the end of the day, they're gonna be cool with each other. So, it's just in the heat of the moment and in battle, Dom, you wanna,
And it's my fault. I jinxed us by saying this is going to be a long match, and it is.
I mean, this is your fault.
So going into game 3 here, Sincola and Hewitt had all the momentum after the first game, and then Nunnery and Cassidy came out swinging in the second game and took that one 11-4. And now going into game 3, let's see what we can get out of Sincola and Hewitt if they can put that behind them, that last couple points, and see if they can get on the board early here because they're serving first.
All right, Hewitt and Sincola on the far end. We will switch ends at 6 during this game 3, whoever gets there first. And Cassidy and Nunnery on the near side. Zero, 0-1. So we're getting into game 3 here. This is a quarterfinal match here in the men's pro division.
Great third shot drop there from Nunnery at the feet of Hewitt, putting that pressure on. Oh. Nothing wrong with that.
Hewitt instantly knew that he should have let John take that.
But even Sincola says, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good play, I think, It happens sometimes, You get dialed into a point and... Oh, first lob of the day. Whoa. Let's look at just some of the incredibleness that happened during that rally. That pickup from Nunnery all kicked off with that beautifully executed lob from Sincola, but
Right.
also within that rally, 2 switches from Nunnery and Cassidy. Good talk over there, good communication, letting each other know where they were and what they were doing.
Rob getting a little overzealous right there on that point, but again, he's engaged fully now into this match.
3-0-2, Cassidy and Nunnery to an early lead here in game 3.
So hard to go at Cassidy with pace because his hands are so good. He gets so low. He almost gets everything back. So it's very tough to try and speed up at Rob Cassidy.
His hands are everywhere.
And especially when he's engaged and in a point, you know, active, it's just hard because he gets hot and it's tough to get him out of that rhythm. Like that right there. I mean, he's just feeling it right now. I think Hewitt and Sincola need to go a little more at Nunnery at this moment. Cool off Cassidy.
Oh no, oh no. I mean, to be fair, he was going into the fence anyway. What an effort from Hewitt. Great hands on both sides.
4-0-1.
It's not working, the hands battle at Cassidy. He's not missing. I mean, if there's ever a definition of someone being dialed in, it's Rob Cassidy right at this moment. It's a great job by Hewitt. Again, keep the ball away from Rob Cassidy right now.
5-0-2. We will switch ends at 6 if Cassidy and Nunnery get this, and they do. So it's a built-in timeout here as they switch ends. They have a minute, so I was definitely going to suggest Sincola and Sincola and Hewitt take a timeout.
You get the free
if they
one
weren't
here.
already going to be getting one. Potentially should have taken one earlier, Dom, when Cassidy was getting real hot. But, you know, who knows if they were just knowing that they got this timeout after 6 or what the case may be. But we're going to switch ends. Sincola and Hewitt will now be on the near end. Cassidy and Nunnery on the far end. Going into this end change with a 6-0 lead. So, like you said, Dom, is the game plan for Sincola and Hewitt just sort of keep it away from Cassidy right now?
Yeah, you can't. You have to. You cannot go at him right now with how he's feeling and how, you know, into every point he is. We got to involve Rob Nunnery a little more at this moment and see what we can do, because right now going at Rob Cassidy is not the answer.
Yeah, they heard you a little, Dom.
Maybe.
0-6-1.
Now they just need to get on the board.
Oh, there was a little confusion in the middle there. And we got a point on the board here for Hewitt and Sincola.
Get that monkey off their back.
Mm-hmm. Now time to get a crooked number on the board. They'll be all set. Just everything he puts his paddle on is gold right now, no matter what happens.
Let's see if we can. Oh, there's Sincola with the. Man, Cassidy was just saving his face on that block. That was unbelievable.
There it is. Hewitt sitting on that backhand. Nunnery attacking from a low position. He does like that shot, but just some of these are a little too low to be attacking at that moment.
Again. What's happening over there, Tom?
Some unforced errors, some uncharacteristic errors from Sincola on the last couple points.
He loves him some Ernies, and it's just, it's almost like there's too much hesitancy.
So it's there for Nunnery on that ATP, but the only problem was ball hit the line and kind of skipped off it and went a little out of his reach. He ends up hitting it off the end. Sincola's in a little funk right now. He's got to get out of this quick, or else this one's going to get away. There it is. Love how low he got to hit that overhead. Just making sure he got that over the net and down for the winner.
Sincola almost picking up the tweener there. Now, Nunnery and Cassidy have an opportunity here to put the pressure on even more. And that'll do it. Oh, we got a cracked ball.
Rough. Even down 8-2, Hewitt goes, oh, that's why.
Ooh.
First mistake in a while from Rob Cassidy. What we would call a heat check there.
8-2 though here in game 3.
Oh, some uncharacteristic errors from Sincola late in this match.
Oh my. I didn't even see. Nunnery came out of nowhere for that Ernie. Let's see. There he is. There he is. He just came out of nowhere. Wow. This is match point here. A little surprised there was no timeout from Sincola and Hewitt at any point, but all right, they survive.
One hold.
This match point. Big hole to dig themselves out of here, though, at 2-10-1 in game 3. That'll help.
Been done before.
Sure has.
Will be done again.
And
I like it.
I do, too. An instant timeout from Nunnery here.
I absolutely love it. That is just awesome. One serve, 1 point, We are not letting this get away from us. We're taking this time out. Perfect.
I mean, they're not even going to talk or anything. There's nothing to talk. It was just like you said, you got them to use. You're on 10. You don't want Sincola and Hewitt to get any kind of momentum at all. So we'll be back from this Jigsaw hydration break. Speaking of Jigsaw, I saw Mr. Patrick Sullivan Jr. was watching. He's up early this morning to get his pickleball fix.
He's probably got 2 or 3 TVs going right now.
That's true.
Here we go. See
right.
if Hewitt and Sincola can keep this going a little bit and get back into this match. All right. There's a battle won against Cassidy. Hasn't happened very often. But again, Sincola getting on top of that ball. Great job.
Ooh, Cassidy with the... That was like an
Wow, this
Althoff
is-
Merchant-esque. I mean, after...
But Hewitt joking around goes, that was pretty good. I've seen better, though.
All right, and we're back to a match point here for Cassidy and Nunnery.
4th attempt.
I see my mother's watching. Good morning, Mama.
Hewitt and Sincola on life support here. 5th match point. Good leave.
They brought in the paddles down.
Yeah, clear.
They're back.
Clear.
It's like they have these points of brilliance and really locking in, and then the next one just kind of...
Gets away. That's a great drop from John Sincola, changing up the pace there. Right at Rob Nunnery's feet.
5, 10, shoot.
That's a good
Oh,
spot
nice
from
spot.
Nunnery. All right, I got the paddles out again, Lauren.
I mean, every time they can't close the match on 10.
Match point number
Just more
6.
pressure that builds.
And that'll do it right there.
Cassidy gets the job done. Excellent match going to 3. Ultimately, Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery are our victors here. Rafa Hewitt, John Sincola will drop into our consolation bracket. We will take a very quick break. Dom is going to head on over to the studio and chat with the Robs, and then we will be back on championship court number 1 for our next pro match. Don't go anywhere, guys.
slightly favored backhand. Much hand-eye coordination.
All right, guys, I am in studio with Rob Squared, Rob Cassidy, Rob Nunnery after their 3-game victory over John Sankola and Rafa Hewitt. Congratulations, boys.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Puts you into the semis. First game, you drop 11-7. What are you talking about after that first game that changed and gives you a victory in games 2 and 3? What did you change after that first game?
We came out a little flat. I think everybody saw that. It was 6-0 start. I was like, uh-oh, not good in the first game. So we came out a little bit more energy, second game, third game. And that was like when we play with energy, we're a tough team to beat. We feed on each other, and we just got to bring some fire.
Yeah, and you see that. And Rob, you play with a lot of I gotta go, Robert Cassidy. You play with a lot of emotion. You feed off that, and when it's positive and you're hitting good shots, does that kind of build for you as a player?
Well, absolutely. And when you have a partner that backs you up like that, I mean, I felt like I was the one who kind of started off flat. And, Rafa and Sincola bring a unique firepower, so we kind of had to adjust to acclimate to that a little bit. But, once I got fired up and we both were able to get to that intensity that we need, we got it done. And I feel like we're pretty unstoppable when we can get that intensity.
Big credit to those guys. The weather's a bit colder here. The ball is harder.
Yeah.
They have great drives, so they were shaking and baking, crashing the net, and it's tough to handle in here. It's out here, so.
No, for sure.
Props.
And then you win that second game 11-5. You come out in game 3, and we were talking before we got out here. There was about a 7-minute stretch, Cassidy, that you just did not make a mistake, and you guys jumped out on them in that third game. You were just dialed in, and I'm sitting there on the live stream going, no offense to Nunnery. I'm like, but they need to go to Rob Nunnery right now because you were just on fire. Were you feeling that at that point?
Yeah, I mean, I love to live there. Fortunately, I got a great partner that, got my head to that point and, just go out there and execute, get the job done.
Don't mess with Rob Cassidy.
That's right.
What is it? Unearnable.
Yeah, that was my first
Unearnable.
in-match unearnable. I've been practicing with Deckel Bar, and, when he goes for one of my down-the-line shots and the dink is so good that he, can't ernie it or he attempts to ernie it and fails, that's called unearnable.
That's the new APP hashtag right now.
Yeah, hashtag
unearnable.
unearnable.
Well, congratulations, guys, on to the semifinals. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our next match.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Does anybody have a stapler? Oh yeah, I have one. Here we go. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh. Here we go. Oh, thanks. You're welcome.
I'm getting a cramp. Cramping.
Oh, here, Patrick. I got something for you.
Thanks, Simone.
You're welcome.
Today is just not my day.
Oh, I have just the thing for you. Here, have a puppy.
New People Pickleball.
All right, folks, we're back and we're getting into the action here on Championship Court 1. I am Lauren McLaughlin. Dominic Catalano will be joining me momentarily. We have Diane Unitich, our USA Pickleball certified referee, here reffing this next men's pro doubles match. We have Althoff Merchant and Zane Navertil on the far side. They are taking on Johnny Goldberg and J.W. Johnson, starting us off here at 0-0-2.
Sorry, trying to catch my breath. I had to run. I should have taken an Uber to go to the bathroom.
It's true.
It's on the other side of the park.
This is another one of our quarterfinal matches here in men's pro doubles today. 1-0-1. Merchant serving.
Winner of this gets Nunnery and Cassidy.
Ah. J.W. Johnson in the blue shirt, of course, our youngest member on the court currently at 18.
Some drawn out points to start this quarterfinal match off, going in favor of Navertil and Merchant. Finally, Johnny Goldberg able to get that ball down at Merchant's feet to force a second server. Wow.
That's how quick Navertil is. He first of all, watch him get to this ball, slide into the kitchen, and then slide out and reestablish both feet, which Diane was watching for, trust me.
The fact that he was able to reset and regroup for the next shot was amazing. And there's that body kind of right at Navertil's right hip. Got him handcuffed a little bit for a much-needed side out from Johnson and Goldberg.
0-4-1 here in game one.
Don't sleep on J.W. Johnson's speed, quickness, and agility. He may look like he's half asleep, but he is not.
He's one of the quiet ones.
Yes. Just wide there from Johnny Goldberg.
If there's an opposite of Althoff Merchant on the court personality, it's J.W. Johnson.
Yes, it is.
4-0-1 here, Merchant and Navertil serving.
About a foot long there from Navertil. That's a good spot there from Goldberg, finding that deep corner through the middle.
I was going to say, definitely, it was up high enough for him to attack. I was just waiting to see where he was going to put it. And he chose the perfect spot.
Oh, good spot from J-Dub.
And they're on the board. 1-5-1, Goldberg serving.
Good reset of his feet by Althoff Merchant, but unfortunately the shot after that he got under. Goes long, and second point for Goldberg and Johnson. Oh,
Wow.
Navratil had enough of that.
Holy cow. And he didn't even take a backswing, Dom. It was right there, and he just sped it up completely forward. He just pulled that trigger decisively. Ooh, goodness. Five, 2, 1.
You're seeing the game plan from Merchant and Navratil, and it is do not let Johnson hit the ball. They're going strictly at Goldberg here early on in this first game. Keep Johnson honest. John Goldberg just laughing at that because he knows he had this put away. As you see, Merchant just
leave the court.
right in front of our camera.
Another speed up from Navratil there from pretty low, but disguised it, like you said, right to the last minute, right at J.W. Johnson's body. Nothing he can do about it. Just wide there. Navratil does like that sideline drive if it's available.
I'd like to see J.W. Johnson back up just a little off that line when that ball's bouncing high enough that Navratil's going to be able to take a full swing at that. Good leave from Johnny Goldberg. A good get on the block from Johnny Goldberg by Zane Navratil. Get back around that, and usually you don't see many people drive that.
I know. So, like, normally you drop it back in, get back up to the line. Nope. Navratil's just going to smoke it.
And you see the reason right there that they don't want to get in that hands battle with J.W. Johnson. He's just able to handle all of that.
7-3-1 here in game one. Navratil and Merchant up.
Oh, J.W. Johnson, great job. And that's what happens when he's inserted in the point right there. He can control a lot of the game if he's allowed to. Right there. Look at where Althoff is off the court. You don't even see him hitting the ball from there. He stepped so far to the side.
3-7-1 for Goldberg and Johnson.
Yeah, I know Johnny Goldberg's trying to make something happen, but not
It's
right
hard
there.
to make it happen against Navratil's two-handed backhand that he wants you to hit to.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, another little heat check there from Navratil after 2 successful speed ups from the same position.
Goldberg a little frustrated. Those are the kind of unforced errors no one wants.
Yeah, Johnny needs to let Johnson take that ball. Goldberg sneaking in there with his backhand, taking away Johnson's forehand. That's a nice put away there. I'll make up for it a little bit.
Catches the tape the wrong way. Four, 9-1.
So Johnny Goldberg's right there with that block, but the problem is he's not blocking that and punching that back. He's lifting it. And so when Navratil speeds that up at him, he's lifting it and that ball's carrying out. He's got to punch that right back at him. And there's a great spot there from Zane Navratil.
Excellent patience
Yeah.
all around on that point. Then there was two moments of speeding up and some resets to get slowed back down, but then ultimately Navratil found the ball he wanted, and it gives him a game point here at 10-4.
Navratil got to the two-handed backhand, but he was moving forward as he went to go hit that ball, got by him too quick. They hold off 1 game point.
10-4-2. Diane Unitich. Love her and Bob. And there you have it. Game 1 going to Zane Navratil and Althoff Merchant after a hard-fought battle from Goldberg and Johnson. But they'll hopefully do a little chatting here before Game 2. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with that action.
pickleball.
And we can do maybe a senior one over there. Oh. Hello, welcome back, everyone. Game 2, just getting kicked off here. Zane Navratil, Althoff Merchant, starting us off on the near side serving to Johnny Goldberg and J.W. Johnson. Of course, I mentioned it yesterday, but a big congrats to Johnny Goldberg. He is expecting his first bébé with Regina Franco, fellow pro player who I think we'll see later today, sporting her little baby bump. So a big congrats to them. Very exciting.
The Navratil and Merchant start early with a 1-0 lead. Yeah, it's just frustrating when Merchant gets everything back. He looks over at us and what does he say? All day. And Navratil
Joining it. He loves to egg on Merchant.
Yes, he does.
They make a fun little pair. I hear Kathy in the distance, Dom.
Who doesn't hear Kathy?
It's true.
Great setup from Merchant.
Yeah, Goldberg, I think, instantly knew he left that up in the danger zone.
Danger Zone. Top Gun? Yes. I'm singing it right now.
Way to the danger zone.
That's good hands from Johnny Goldberg right there. I got to play against Althoff Merchant in the U.S. Open this year, and I know that cross-court backhand dink all too well.
It still haunts you.
I wouldn't say haunts me, but it's a very good shot. Althoff absolutely loves cutting that backhand cross-court dink.
2-1-1. As we've mentioned, this is a quarter-final match we're watching right now. Two, 1-1. Merchant serving. Nice hands by Johnson and Goldberg there. I can see warming up another quarter final match on our championship court 2 is going to be Patrick Smith and Jocelyn de Villiers taking on Will Wilson and David Seckel.
Just wide on the push dink cross court from Johnny Goldberg. Good hands, though, on the attack from Althoff Merchant.
Grunt loud, hit soft is what he just said. Followed up by an all day. It's Althoff Merchant's tagline.
Cincinnati does that hit the pole.
He says only in Cincinnati does that hit the pole.
One for one. We're in game 2.
He is just constant entertainment. That's a great dink there from Althoff Merchant, hitting it with some pace to the middle. That ball lands just beyond the kitchen line, but it's so low, and it just makes it very difficult for J.W. Johnson to do anything with it. Great leave from Navratil. But good communication from Merchant. Out to a 6-1 lead here in the second game. Cruising along.
Mixed doubles was yesterday.
Althoff saying mixed doubles was yesterday after he came and took that ball from Zane, and Zane said at least you didn't whiff. So still having a good day. Still hit and pose.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just in case someone was taking his picture, he wants to look like he's in a good pose after he hits a good shot. 7-1-2.
It's just great patience from both Navratil and Merchant, taking what's given to them, and when they do dink, it's dink with a purpose. It's at the feet of both Johnson and Goldberg.
And no timeout. And it's not so much that Navratil and Merchant are like running away with it, Dom. It's just sort of a slow, methodical, point by point.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Mm-hmm.
One at a time. That's all it is. That's all it takes. Great job. Great setup by Navratil and Merchant, just working as one right now. Out to a 9-1 lead here in the second game, pulling away quickly now.
Well, it doesn't seem so bad when it's like 6-1, 7-1. Then all of a sudden when it's 9,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, wait, what happened?
Yeah, and you, like you said, it wasn't like they pulled away, and then all of a sudden, as soon as you said that, it went from 6 to 9 in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. Just long there. And this will bring us to match point here for Althoff Merchant and Zane Navratil to move on to a semifinal match. Not
Navratil
yet.
upset with himself there because he did have Johnny Goldberg out of position where he could hit that ball. Good catch by J.W. Johnson, but
I always love that when they get sort of like hit in the body, but they just like catch it because it's such a reflex response to a ball just like coming towards their arm. But great spot by Navratil. All right. Another match point here on Navratil's paddle.
held off the third match point there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're in Merchant Navratil's shoes, you know, you're up 10-1. Probably, you know, still feeling pretty good and in a good position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And you can get a little loose and a little free with your play when it is 10-1. Even if you do make a mistake, you don't feel like it's that bad, especially if it's on your serve. No points given up. And there's J.W. Johnson coming on over and taking over that point and getting them a crooked number now at 210. Again, that's that Johnny Goldberg's just getting under that punch block and not getting through it and blocking at the body of Navratil. He's getting under it, and some of those have sailed long, and we got a fourth match point here.
And that is it. Congrats to Zane Navratil and Althoff Merchant. Moving on to a semifinal match. J.W. Johnson and Johnny Goldberg. Not done yet. They'll drop to the consolation bracket. We'll perhaps see them again. We're going to take a moment to give some shout outs to our sponsors, and then Dom's going to be over in the studio, and I imagine it will be a hilarious conversation with Althoff Merchant and Zane Navratil. Don't go anywhere.
Kovalova. Pickleball cocktail.
And cut.
Patrick, did you get all the shots you need? Because I would really like to go play pickleball.
Lucy, I'm making art here. Did Michelangelo take a break from the Sistine Chapel to go play soccer?
Places, everyone.
If she's got to go, I can take her spot.
New People Pickleball.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
We are back in studio with two who have already crashed the studio once this morning on our intro. Zane Navratil and Altaf Merchant, congratulations on your quarterfinal win, guys.
Hey, thank you. I don't even know why we give you a mic when when Altaf and I come on here. We can handle this ourselves, Dom.
Zane, let's do something different. Let's be really quiet. Let's make it real
Let's
awkward
make
and
him act-
uncomfortable.
let's make Dom work this
Nobody
time.
wants you two to be quiet.
You can't make it happen. You just can't make that happen.
So before we get into anything, 11-4, 11-2, you guys were kind of pretty much on fire, cruising through that match. Going in against Johnny and JW, do you have a game plan, something you guys are wanting to do against those two?
You know, we've played JW a couple times lately with Eden, and he's just, I always call, there's this group of 5 or 6 players that I say, man, these guys are the future of pickleball. So Zane and I are like, hey, let's just, slow it down. Maybe we have a little more experience than these little guys, and let's go out there and dink it
little
out.
guys,
and play.
look who's talking.
But Johnny's back.
Like 6'2".
Oh no, I call him the little guy. But Papa John
That's Papa
is very
John.
good.
His nickname is Papa
John
John.
has a great backhand. JW is so talented. So we just wanted to get in, get settled into the match, and then kind of see how it played out before we came up with any real strategy. But our goal was to just get into the match, hit some good toes, hit some good dinks, kind of let's see how things play out.
And it worked for you guys. You grinded out points and kind of outlasted them, it seemed like, and attacked when you needed to. And what was it? Grunt hard, hit soft? Is that
Oh,
it?
did you see that point?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I wrote it down. I had to remember that. Grunt hard, hit soft.
I don't even hear half
started
the
the
stuff he's
grunt
talking
when
about.
Zane hit the third. I started the grunt, and so by the time the ball came to me, everybody was just listening to me. Nobody's watching me, and then I just flicked one over right down the middle.
It's never a
By the way,
dull.
no overhead comments, okay? Please. Let's
Hey,
not
at
talk
least-
about
at least
the
he didn't
overhead.
whiff.
The hook
this time.
shots. I mean, the hook shots, and then
No,
you had
no,
a
no.
clean overhead.
Oh, it
where
was
you
clean.
wound up and hit it maybe 4 rungs up on the net.
It's clean into the bottom of the net.
Clean in the bottom of the net.
That's worse
But you
than-
know what? Last year in Mesa, I completely whiffed it and
Oh, yeah. Total
landed
whiff.
in my pocket. So you got
It
to
was
start
a
somewhere.
big, it was a
Just
very,
baby
very
steps.
big
Baby
point
steps.
too. That was a very big point,
Baby
way
st-
bigger than the point out there. Very big. It might have been a match point.
That was match point, but
Oh, yeah, you
I don't
forgot to leave
remember.
that.
Yeah,
You
that's
left
match
that
point.
one out.
Yeah. 15-14 match point. Yeah. That was
Alright,
the start
so-
of my mixed doubles. I didn't win a mixed doubles match after that.
There was another comment you made today too. Was this is not mixed doubles today? It's men's doubles. You took away an overhead from Zane.
That's correct. Yeah, usually after our last tournament, Zane goes, hey, I'd like you to get more involved. And I go, trust me, I want to get more involved too. But this guy is he's so fast. He's all over the place. And so every now and then, there's this rare moment where I feel like I'm actually in front of him and I got a shot to go over. So I got to go.
That was your one and only shot.
I got to go.
You got one overhead, and that's it.
That's it.
All right, so
We tried it out.
Moving on, semifinal. You got Nunnery and Cassidy coming up. What are you looking for in that match?
Well, we know that one's going to be a grind because Nunnery and Cassidy are a very good team together. I think they're partnering up for a bunch of stuff, and they've had some pretty good results recently. Yeah, I mean, more of the same. We're going to have to play our style. Another lefty-righty combo. Rob's got really good, both Robs have very good speed-ups, and Rob Cassidy is, if he's not playing from his knees at least 3 or 4 times, then, we're probably not controlling the match. Our strategy going in is to try and get Rob Cassidy to play from his knees as much as he possibly can.
All right.
And he's pretty good from there, though. So
He really is. So, hey, shout out to Murray.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, Murray's not here, but he is on Instagram at Meant to Be Murray. So if you're missing pictures of my dog or wondering where my dog is, he's on Instagram. He's watching pickleball. Actually, Jenny left him at home alone yesterday, and we have this thing called a Furbo where you can watch him do whatever it is he's doing. He was just like tearing up Jenny's shoe, but also watching pickleball between bites. So, yeah, Murray loves pickleball. Big fan.
Nice. Well,
we're trying to get him sponsored too.
By who?
Anybody that wants to sponsor our puppy.
All right. So you guys heard it here first. Murray's looking for a sponsor.
He's in the market. I'm his agent.
That's trouble. All right, guys. Congratulations. Moving on to semifinals. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with one of those semifinal matches. Don't go far.
New People Pickleball.
Slightly favored backhand. But hand-eye coordination. Slightly favored backhand. But hand-eye coordination.
Welcome to the Queen City as the APP Tour makes its third stop of 2021 in Cincinnati, Ohio. With incredible competition and displays of amazing athleticism, this weekend is sure to be loaded with awesome on-court battles. Thanks for joining us as we experience the APP Cincinnati Open. This tour stop is sponsored by Head Pickleball, Onyx, Jigsaw Health, Vulcan, Zealous, New Peepo, Hawaiian Springs, Hudef, LSI, and USA Pickleball.
Hi, everybody. Look, it's us. I'm Lauren McLaughlin, Dominic Catalano with that. Look at that U.S. Open blonde hair you're sporting. Just creech. Look at that. Look at that little. Look, just pose, pose, pose. Work it. All right, guys. We have a fabulous match coming up next here. It's going to be a semifinal men's pro match. It's going to be Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery taking on Zane Navertil and Althoff Merchant, who we just saw take down Johnny Goldberg and J.W. Johnson in the previous match. So this should be a very exciting, very fiery match at times, I imagine. Sure, how many times do we think Cassidy will be on the floor? Oh, no, Dom's muted.
Over under? Let's put the over under at 5. For all you guys out there, over under's 5.
All right.
Who's taking the over? Who's taking the under?
I'm going to go under.
You're going under?
Yes.
I'm going over.
So I think it'll be more like 3.
Oh no, I'm going. You didn't listen to my interview with Zane and Althoff. Their whole goal is to get Rob on his
get him
knees.
on the floor.
So I'm going.
Oh boy.
I'm going with the over.
Oh man, we got Byron Frezzo out there, kind of surveying the situation, and of course, we are streaming here on Championship Court number 1 all day. We have singles tomorrow as well to finish out our weekend. And then we have a second streaming court happening as well, which you can find on Facebook or YouTube. And that is Championship Court number 2, if you look at the descriptions. Currently over there, we have Patrick Smith and Jocelyn DeVilliers taking on Will Wilson and Dave Seckel in a quarterfinal match over there. So some good pickleball happening, Dom.
Yeah.
Some good action, and it's just kind of, as we wind down. Our women are going to be starting here shortly, so we're definitely going to have some pro women's matches here on the stream as well. For anyone that's wondering where the ladies are, they're coming, don't you worry.
They haven't started yet.
And it's also, just for anyone that knows, it's an all-pro day here at the Cincinnati Open. There's no amateur events being run today, so it's strictly pro events, which is great because we're just kind of running through the brackets and being able to, stay on time and quickly get matches up for you guys. So hopefully you're enjoying. Looks like Steve Hast is going to be our ref for this next match. But we're just going to take a brief little break here, guys, while our teams are getting warmed up and ready to go. We'll get, I see Merchant and Navertil waiting to get out there. So it'll probably just be a couple minutes before we get going. So don't go anywhere, guys, and we'll be right back with this match. All right, we're back, guys. 2021 APP Tour Cincinnati Open. We got a semifinal men's pro double match about to kick off here. Let's take a very brief moment to go over two of our amazing players here. One being Altaf Merchant, the Merchanator, as we like to call him. He is from Mumbai. I'm just going to say India because...
What? Come on. Give me your best guess.
Maharashtra.
That's probably as good as I get it, too.
Dimple's watching. She can let me know. He currently resides in Owensboro, Kentucky, though. Plays for Onyx, 47 years old, 5'8".
On a good day.
Sure. I mean, I was going to say, 12-8 in men's doubles, 8-8 in mixed, and not a singles player, so no record there. Number 16 on the APP standings list. And he is playing with Mr. Zane Navertil, who hails from Racine, Wisconsin, currently in Brookfield, which is just about half an hour away outside Milwaukee. He is 26 years old. Team Franklin comes in at a whopping 5'9". 13-8 is his men's double record. 7-8 in mixed doubles and 20-7 in singles. He will be playing singles. Yes, very impressive. Number 4 on our APP standings list. And they're going to be putting on quite a display here against Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery, who they're taking on, who we saw earlier in the day as well. So we expect another great match here, Dom. What are we expecting? What do you think?
So
I think fireworks.
Speaking with Altaf Merchant and Zane Navertil in my interview, which they basically just take over every time that they come in the booth, which is fine. But they are looking to play a very similar match to what they did against J.W. Johnson and Johnny Goldberg and grind out some points, get the ball low. And they said that their goal is to get Rob Nunnery or Rob Cassidy on his knees. If they can do that, they feel like they have the advantage. So that's their game plan as far as Merchant and Navertil goes. And I would imagine Nunnery and Cassidy is more of the same from their side. Get Cassidy going early because the hotter he is, the more Nunnery feeds off that. And when the two of them are feeding off each other, they're going to be a tough team to reckon with here. So winner onto the winner's bracket final, loser into the consolation bracket. Here we go.
All right, Cassidy's starting us off, 0-0-2.
Oh, man.
I mean, if that's how we're starting right out of the gate, I mean, this is going to be a match of some unbelievably quick hands, Dom. I expect a lot of gets where I'm just like, how did that happen?
So right there, that was a heat check right off the bat from Cassidy, and he is just picking right up where he left off in the last match in the quarterfinals. Nunnery clips the net. Makes it a little difficult for Merchant to get that. Second server.
Of course, a big shout out to our USA Pickleball certified ref, Steve Hest. Doing a great job, as are all our refs. We appreciate them very much.
One.
One knee. That doesn't count as being
Yes,
on
it
the
does.
ground.
One
I
knee was
meant
on the ground.
like
One knee on the ground.
We didn't specify
Technicality.
specific details of what constituted him
One
being
knee.
on the ground.
One knee.
All right.
I'm keeping tally.
That's if we were talking about how many times he kneels on the court, it's going to be like 25.
Said on his knees.
No, we
That was
said
one.
on the court.
Nope. No, we didn't.
We did. Somebody
YouTube,
rewind the
it.
tape.
Said on his knees.
No, you said that's what they said. Let's stop talking.
Almost gets that, and the ball's behind him.
Zero, 2-1 here in game one.
Down angle from Cassidy. Nevertil clips the net, forces the miss hit from Cassidy. Unfortunate. But what you are seeing is the ball being moved around to all four players here. There's not one player being singled out at this moment. The ball moved on. Trying to feel out and find some and create some holes on the court. That's a great setup there from Cassidy. You notice how he pushed Merchant off the kitchen line and forced that ball to be popped up just a little bit where he's able to hit down and put the ball away.
And of course, two lefties on the court battling it out right now. Very close, but Navratil calls that one out. I think Cassidy and Nunnery thought it dropped in, but the call is out. So 2-1-2. I mean, the hands. What did I say, Dom?
Yeah.
The hands of all of these players. It's just going to be, goodness gracious.
Good serve, obviously, from Navratil. Putting that pressure on. All square here, too. Great play from Cassidy. Putting that pressure on Navratil, and Navratil admitting it. A nice shot. Wow, it's an incredible attack from Merchant. That is not a bad shot, but it's an even better shot from Cassidy on the counter. No, not right now. Not against Rob Cassidy at this moment. There's just got to be another plan of attack there from Navratil on that point, because attacking Rob Cassidy right now is not the best idea. Oh, got away with it there.
Just wide on that sideline. Merchant, you can tell, very annoyed with himself.
Right off the line,
Yep,
yeah.
skipped.
You could see it from here.
Yep. Cassidy, why line? Why would you do this to me? 2-4-1. Let's see if Merchant and Navratil can string something together.
You see
I don't even know what just happened.
So Rob was about to take that, Nunnery called it, and Rob just was like, "Oop, I'll stand up, get out of the way. Sorry, I apologize. I'm in your way."
He did the motion
Yeah.
anyway, though.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, you have to admit, Rob Cassidy is one of the most fun players to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Just one, his just pure athletic ability and how good he is, but two, just his antics, his body language, his emotion.
The constant entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
Four, 4-2, all tied up here. Game 1.
Wow, that's a great inside out from Cassidy, which you don't see a lot of. He likes to hit the ball hard and flat, and he just inside and out. Merchant is kind of shocked by it.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't expecting it, that's for sure. Nice defense down the line there by Merchant, and the breeze is picking up just a little bit here today. Certainly not to the level of, gusting or windy, I would say, but, more than it was this morning. The windsock's blowing just a little bit more. I can feel it here in the booth, so just a little bit of breeze. I'm sure the players think it feels good at this point. Not really to the level of affecting play, per se, so we'll keep an eye on that, though.
Great cover by Rob Nunnery in the middle. He noticed his partner, Rob Cassidy, ran outside of the sideline to hit that forehand. Nunnery came over in the middle to cover.
That's what I was talking about. Cassidy was sitting on the court.
Yes, he was.
In like a half split.
Ready to play.
Oh, yeah. He was still fully engaged.
Full on good ready position, too. That's a good cross-court dink from Nunnery. Put the pressure on.
5-4-2, keeping the score nice and close here in game 1 of the semis match. That was Cassidy definitely thought, and I saw as well, that we could hear the ball hit off Navratil's skin. We just didn't know where. And Cassidy also, you could see him question, even after the point, but Navratil confirming it hit his hand, which is legal. If it had been higher up on his arm, it would not have been so.
Rare mistake there from Cassidy, trying to attack the two-handed backhand from Navratil. You let him get extended on that two-hander we've talked about, Lauren. That's just trouble. One mistake turned into two. Don't let them snowball.
6-5-1.
Short-term memory in pickleball. Got to let it go. Crowd is engaged over here today.
They are. I like it. Pickleball needs some more loudness in the fans. Oh, Corinne Carr. All right, we did see some very well-used timeouts from Nunnery and Cassidy in the previous match they played. We'll see what happens here. All
Wow,
right, nice.
incredible return from Nunnery, and then a extremely good put away from Rob Cassidy there. So executed perfectly for the side out. Oh, the hammer from Althoff Merchant.
Oh, that's going long. That's going to be 6-7-2 now. Cassidy serving. Ooh. Very, very close. Navratil thought it was good. Asked our ref, Steve Hest, to confirm. He could not overrule the call made by Cassidy and Nunnery that it was long. So that is how it was played. We have a side out here. Navratil and Merchant definitely looking to extend their lead. Or get back the lead, excuse me. Now at 7-7-1. There hasn't been a lot of reason for Merchant to get too pumped up this match so far, Dom. It's been very close.
Oh, and don't let this get too far away here, though.
9-7-1. There was what we needed from Althoff. But no timeout from Cassidy and Nunnery. Game point here. Wow, that was really interesting because we've taught, Navratil's kind of changed the conversation with his serve, and you could just see how frustrated Cassidy got after not being able to return that. So we'll take a quick break, guys. We'll be right back for game two.
Yeah, that's pure frustration.
Well, it's something I love the conversation. We're back, everyone. Getting ready to start game 2 of our men's pro doubles semifinal match that we are watching currently. Game 1 going to Althoff Merchant and Zane Navratil with a score of 11-7 over Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery, who will be receiving serve here to start us off in game 2. And, you know, I was mentioning, Dom, briefly as we finished game 1, Navratil kind of changing the narrative about the serve in pickleball, making it much more of a weapon and an offensive tool. And, you know, people have kind of debated whether or not that, you know, changes the way the game was supposed to be played or meant to be played, which, I mean, if you want it to be an elite sport, you got to use every shot possible. So I think he's done an amazing job, and you saw the visible frustration from Rob Cassidy when he could not return the serve to finish that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And it's a conversation and a topic that we're going to go back and forth on for a while now, but the game evolves, got to make adjustments. Wow, that's a great dink from Althoff Merchant. Dinking with a purpose there. Great pressure dink, about less than an inch over the net. Oh, Zane just staring at Rob going, I mean, I can't even understand. That's unbelievable.
Look at him back there. What a showman.
That is incredible.
Everyone's just like, what? Just, oh, same guy. Same guy, guys. Oh. These guys like to have fun. Putting on a show for the crowd.
Again, just Althoff in the zone, dinking right now. Just feeling it. You can talk all about how the power game is where it's at. But look at these dinks that Althoff's hitting and causing problems for Cassidy right now. 2 of the last 3 points.
Short, I'm going to side out here. Cassidy and Nunnery looking to answer the 3-0 lead that Navratil and Merchant got here in game 2. Zero, 3-2. Just a reminder, we are streaming on Facebook and YouTube right now. If you haven't yet, go ahead and share the stream to any of your friends that might want to watch some pickleball on this lovely Saturday.
Oh, nice try from Zane Navratil.
Get those West Coasters waking up.
Good attack from Rob Cassidy. Forcing Althoff Merchant off the kitchen line and popping that ball up and able to put that ball away. Wow, what a grind that whole point was. Most of it between Merchant and Cassidy, cross-court dinking with those left-handed backhands. And Cassidy and Nunnery coming out on top. Take the lead.
Great patience that whole rally.
And then you go from that to 3-point.
Three, 4-1. You're in game 2.